Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? It's me, Dakota Fisherman here, and today we're going to be taking rallies, we're going to be sending rallies. So to get us started off, this guy here, A1 Death, he's like 300-400 mil, and in one single hit, we just wiped him out. Now if you're wondering, oh, what did I kill? What did I kill? What did I kill? Well, 1.5 million dead T4 Drakes, my friends. 1.5 million, just like that. No problema. Now, of course, you know, we did solo. We sent plenty of solos. Now, the guy, turns out he had some stuff. Still had some troops left. And of course, well, Ryan, you know, being Ryan, basically, he was like, oh, heck, you know, start soloing. So he just starts soloing it. I'm like, okay. Alright, screw it. You know what? He's only got 3 million troops. Might as well go ahead and solo him out, right? Because you can do that these days, my friends. You don't have to rally that. So, I went ahead and soloed it, as you can see here. But overall, right? Again, you can see he smokes a couple of times. That's normal. You can see here, I hit something wrong, because I'm like, well, wait a minute. And it's like, I hit his range, but I killed 100k range, but I hit range while I was sending cav. I was like, therein lies my problem. Now, again, you know, one of the things I'm sketching out over, you know, as you can see, I'm like, oh no, trying to swap phalanx, trying to swap talents, and, you know, forgetting all these things halfway in between. But as you can see, not perfect, right? Not a perfect hit, but it doesn't need to be. Obviously, I'm also paying attention to the fact that I've probably got a full turn. So I'm also kind of delicately balancing that while sending solos, while attacking. But, no, so, like, one of the things, right, whatever you're going around soloing people, anything like that, the only 2 tips of advice I can give you is just keep an eye on that infirmary, because if you don't, it's gonna hurt. And then also, you gotta have a lot of food. A lot of food on your bag to count. Like, you know, it's no good. So, as you can see here, I got the lead. Now, I know, it's a little difficult to tell, but I got the lead. Alright. Now, the thing is, you know, he was only like 400 mil. Not a big target. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm not going to show you his gear. He had Trickster earlier, and as you can tell, not online, not wearing gear. This is the other guy. Now, again, I know I'm flying through this a little fast. Hopefully you guys don't mind, but, you know, again, this guy here, he's got 4 billion across, 713,000 troops. And, yeah, man, it's... And don't get me wrong, you know, like, I could go slower. I could show you the full thing, right? I don't know if that bothers you. Maybe it does, but the point is, right? Like a lot of these targets, I'm gonna fly through like a bunch of them because I mean we haven't even gotten to the most juiciest part of the video. So like if you're still here with me, the juiciest part of this video ain't even close to done yet. I mean that was the tip of the iceberg. If you think you've been stunned, believe me, it only gets better from here. But you know. Again, you know, we're sitting here, we found a bank, we found, you know, somebody to rally out, I mean, and then towards the end of the day, man, I ended up taking some rallies, and, yeah, I mean, it was an overall, it was a lot of fun. Now, again, and this happened all in the span of, like, I think a day or 2. So this is, like, not even, like, a collection of old content that I'm bringing to you guys. This is actually fresh content that just happened, like, yesterday. You know, and again, so I just want to point that out. Okay, now, I'm provided, you know, I know for some of you, you're probably wondering, like, when you're going to stream, when you're going to do this. If you've seen this video, chances are I'm probably already streaming or will be streaming pretty darn soon after this. Now, my thing about making a schedule is, alright guys, probably going to be looking at like 12-ish p.m. CDT. Is it going to be right around that time every day? Until something changes, and then I'll probably inform you in advance on the community tab. But for the most part, right, as far as targets go, I mean, like you can see here, this guy cleared pretty easy, and then we're just gonna pull as much resources as we can, you know. So it's been pretty fun. Now, of course, you know, DBR is still recruiting. We're in Kingdom 181. Some people have asked us, you know, like, when are you gonna migrate? That's gonna be happening here in about a week or 2. Potentially, I don't know how soon that's gonna be. In terms of like when the kingdom unlocks, but when it unlocks, then we'll be going over there shortly. But in the meantime, we're looking for new recruits. We're still bringing in new people. And so if you're interested, make sure to message me. Again, it's Lion Saber in game. Just have at it. Make sure to message me, mail me if you want. Again, one of the things that I want to stress is when this started happening, the rallies, right? I wasn't on for the first 2 of them. Like I actually caught up with it, and I was like, oh, wait, there's rallies going on? Like, what are you guys talking about? I'm like, I checked my phone. Somebody sent me a line message and was like, you're getting rallied. I'm like, what? So I pull my phone out, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, they keep doing this to me. Again, I only got like 7 million troops, right? So it's like, oh, dear Lord, what are they doing? And then I'm like, oh, boy, that really hurt, like, oops, that wasn't, that was a little painful, right? Now, again, it's not anywhere near as painful as some hits, but still, that was a painful hit nonetheless. So I looked at that, I was like, oh, okay, alright, that wasn't too pretty. But while I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm also getting rallied, it's like, they're still pinning the poking the bear, so to speak. I'm like, okay, alright, I'm like trying to figure out what exactly I was at 940 mil, so I've already dropped like 10-ish mil at this point. Now, provided, okay, at this point most people would shield, yeah, but I'm the type of person that goes, heh, really now? They wanna rally me? Okay. Like, I'll play that game, why not? Let's have fun. So, as you can see there, I ended up taking one of the rallies, and killed 900k on it. So, again, a lot of those are leaderless rallies, but then they decided that, they'd pass it on to areas, and areas was gonna keep doing their rallies. Now, at this point, I'm on, I know what's going on. So, I'm not, I guess, for one thing, right, whenever you're in a guild like this, you gotta make sure you message your people, alright? If you're getting rallied, you need to let everybody know. Mail everybody, message everybody, use the siren and winggamers. Gotta communicate that you're under distress. Now, in my particular case, right, what? Anyway, the point is, I know, and even the categories, it really does come down to, whenever you have distress like that. Now you can see here, he's still going. He knows I've healed, and yeah, he's still going. He's like, nope, not a big deal in my world. Now you can see I'm not in gear or anything, alright? Nor am I in talents, alright? Neither gear nor talents, right? And I'm at 898 here, as you can see, but like, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a heal, and then I'm gonna just sit there and kind of look at what the carnage is, okay? So I see this, and I'm like, oh, okay, there's like 1 million dead, like, oops. And obviously I countered this, alright? So it's not like I didn't sit in range fail. It's just, I didn't have hardly any range fail left. And I was like, therein lies the issue. Like, probably should have thought of that. Didn't have any range. Oopsies. But again, I'm sitting out of talents, and that was an actual, leadered rally, right? So at this point, I'm like, oh, okay, alright, so they're sending rallies with their lead now, okay. But then it keeps going, even after this. I'm like, well, what? Oh, you're actually, you want to zero me out while I'm online now, huh? Okay, I don't think so. So I went ahead, I was like, alright, well then we'll just build troops right here, like right on the fly, like, that's no big deal. So basically, I took the gems that I had, and then, as you can see, I've got a lot of speed. Okay, and I just went ahead and basically built a bunch, like in the span of like 10 minutes, doing exactly what I'm showing you right now. Okay, and I cut some of it just to save you a little bit of time, so hopefully you appreciate that. And again, that was without a 20% boost. Feels bad after the fact. I was like, oh, whoops. But, these things happen. Anyway, so I'm like doing this while he's rallying me. So I've got like a timer of like, give or take 5 minutes, right? Now, and I actually don't have any idea. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it says probably around 45 minutes at this point. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just build troops while he's doing that. No big deal. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, now, I don't recommend this for anybody, but obviously this is, like me being the kind of guy I am. I guess for some reason I just I know some of you might think, oh, that's wasteful. It kind of is. There's a reason why I don't like taking doubles, triples, and literally a bunch of leaderless and then leadered rallies. Like, there's a reason why I don't do it. But here's the thing, right? The only thing I'm really losing out of this is T2. So it's like, okay, he sent some cav at me. I'm like, okay, I'll swap. No big deal. Provided I'm not in talents, okay? I've still dipped like this a couple of times now, and I'm like, why am I derping? You know, I don't know. I'm looking back on this now, and I'm realizing I'm derping here a little bit. Okay, because he's sending a leader, and I'm like, okay, I'll just swap. And that's a not in talents. Not in gear, not in talents, just, you know, like, okay, you know, you want to kill 500,000 T2, fair enough, no big deal. You know, I'm just like, oh well, whatever, you know, and I just go ahead, pop the heal. So, you know, up to this point, okay, I've taken every single hit, leaderless, basically, in the sense that I'm not using talents. And I'm also agonizingly adding to my pain by not wearing gear. Okay. But I guess it gives you kind of an impression of what to expect. Now, at this point, alright, they already have sent like 6 rallies, I think, 5 rallies. Yeah, I think it's like 5 rallies at this point, okay? So, you know, 2 of which I wasn't even online for, and then this one was just kind of like out of the blue. It was like, oh, okay, they want to triple me. Like, you know, add insult to injury. But this time I'm smart. I actually put my, put my talents on, put my gear on. And I'm like, alright, you know what? I'll play the game. I'll keep playing, no big deal. Now, here's the thing. This is the catch-22 whenever you're doing any kind of triple rally. It's gonna suck. I already know it's gonna suck. I don't even need to think twice. But I have T5 caps. So my thought was, regardless of what they send, I should probably do pretty well in cav phalanx, as opposed to any other troop type, right? Because I've got, 600,000 or 700,000 T4 cavalry, plus I got another 500,000 T5 on top of that. Now, my theory here was, okay, I know they're gonna rally. I don't have enough time to build enough T2 here, so I know that's already out of the question. But at this point, I'm like, alright, let's just give me some reins, give me, as much T4 cav I can get here. And, you know what, regardless of what they send, if it's range, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to take it, whatever. There's gonna be at least one of them, there always is. And I'm just gonna take it, and just see what happens. So here you can see I'm getting ready, I've got the food ready, I've got everything set up. I'm prepared to heal in between, I'm pretty much at this point, I'm like, alright, here goes nothing. We're basically gonna give this a go. Now obviously, whenever you're in a situation like this, you're really kind of in the, I guess there's no question of what is gonna happen, but I just knew that I needed to heal and pop, heal, pop, heal, pop, heal, pop. As you can see, the first 2 rallies there, first one, obviously, I got an infirm pop on. The other one I was able to get an infirm pop on. And then the third one, they didn't time that one right. And I was like, oh, there was a third one. I forgot. Like halfway into it, I realized, oh yeah, that's right. There was another rally. Where did that one come from? Like, well, oh well, no big deal. I capped all 3 of them anyway. So, And this is with, being in gear, okay? Now that's the fine difference is being in gear makes it a second or 2 less better than you can see. Now with reins, that made that a lot more comfortable. Without reins, that would have sucked. But as you can see here, like 1.7 million, that was a lot of T2 red dead on my end. And of course, yes, I did rebuild them. But and again, within the span of like a few minutes, so shout out to PHNAC for sending me the food to build the T2 caps back. But the thing is, right, overall, that's pretty much what happened. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to share. And again, I totally recommend looking at this video I'm going to share with you here at the end. If you want to get discounts on your packs in Lords Mobile, definitely need to check it out if you haven't already seen it. Needless to say, I'll see you guys to that video if you want to check it out, and I'll see you then.